Inside Morehead State Basketball is brought to you by Jack Rowe Insurance, your independent agent serving all your insurance needs. The Citizens Bank of Morehead, the home of totally free checking. Larry Fannin Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Richard White Wood Products, a premier exporter of Kentucky hardwoods worldwide. Lakeside Christian Academy, located on US 60 West in Morehead. Educating for eternity. Visit us online at lakesidechristianacademy.org. Standifer Builders Paving and Sealing of West Liberty. Professional work at low prices. That's how we roll. The Tim Short Auto Group. Take the short drive to satisfaction. Northcutt & Son Home for Funerals, serving others as we would like to be served. The Ira Kilburn Law Office. Commercial Bank of West Liberty, where friendliness prevails. By J.W. Wood and Quality Staves in Wallingford. And by U.S. Bank. All of us serving you.
Hi, everyone, and welcome into this edition of Inside Morehead State Basketball from the campus of Morehead State University, LST Johnson Arena, alongside the interim head coach of the Eagles, Preston Spradlin. I'm your host, David Patrick. And Preston, first things first, it has been a very difficult last month for this basketball program. Began with the suspension of head coach Sean Woods, culminated this past week with the resignation of Coach Woods. It's tough. Nobody wins, Preston. It's a very difficult time. How do you move forward? How do the players move forward? And what's next?
We use the analogy that, the show must go on.
Sure.
And also that, we opened it up a little bit yesterday because for the past 26 days we hadn't really talked about the situation too much. We've kind of swept it under the rug. We have kept our focus on basketball and on school, as we talked about in last week's show with our finals and all that kind of stuff. And so, it gave us an opportunity to talk about it and get a little bit of closure and open up and for me to listen to the guys and let them talk a little bit about that. So, it's not a situation that anyone asked for. It's not ideal, but we're all in this together. It's a situation in which everyone's role has changed top to bottom. Myself, our staff, Jonathan, as you guys saw last week on the show, and each and every one of our players, their role has changed, whether it's by position, scoring, leadership, whatever, mentorship, whatever that may be. Everyone's role has changed, and I just think being ready to answer that call is the thing, and we've got to keep moving forward and put the past in the past and keep. We have a lot to play for. Something we addressed in our meeting yesterday. I went right down the line and asked each of our guys, "Who do you play for? Who do you do it for?" And each of them had great answers: family, lost family members, teammates, things like that. And one of the guys at the very end, he said those things too, and he said, "I play for myself too, Coach. I play for myself, man, because I love basketball and I have a lot of pride and have fun when I play, and I do that." And I just kind of closed it with, and we play for each other. We have a lot to be proud of with this group. We have a great opportunity going forward to become closer in the next 5 weeks without school, without distractions, and to really tighten our circle and play for one another and build that trust and that belief in what we've always had, that we have a good team.
Preston, as the interim coach, as you just said, you didn't ask for this. I mean, you began the season as a 29-year-old assistant, and now as the interim coach. So there was no way to foresee this happening at the beginning of the season. But now you have to make the best of it. This is your basketball team now. This is your team, and you move forward.
Yeah, I'm so appreciative to Sean for the opportunity that I was given here 3 years ago. He gave me my first chance to be an assistant coach, which is a big deal. It's hard. It's very difficult to get into this business, and it's very difficult to break into the coaching side of it and get on the road and recruit and get on the floor and get to do the things that title allows you to do. So I'm very appreciative of that, and I don't want that to be lost at all. But you're right, my role has changed. It's something that I'm very candid with the guys. It's new for me. I'm going to make mistakes, just like their new roles are new for them, and I'm going to allow them to make mistakes. And I think we all build that trust with one another by doing that and showing that little bit of vulnerability. And I think our character is really growing as a team by doing that. But I'm trying to have fun with it. Why not? This is an opportunity Like you said, I didn't ask for, but it is the one that I've gotten. So I've got to make the most of it. You know, I keep telling our guys, no one feels sorry for us. It is what it is. It's college basketball. It's college athletics. We need to have fun with it. We need to have that fire. We need to have that intensity when we play, and I think we're starting to get there.
Stay with us. More to come as we'll talk about the upcoming schedule and what lies ahead for Eagle basketball. That's next on Inside Morehead State Basketball. Welcome back in to Inside Morehead State Basketball on this Sunday afternoon on the CW Lexington alongside interim basketball coach Preston Spradlin. I'm David Patrick. And Preston, tough road trip. 2 very difficult games. The Eastern Washington game was a heartbreaker. You're down 15, you come back and you force an overtime, lose by 2 points. But even in these losses, Preston, this team's character is building and the confidence is building, and I love to see that.
Without question. You know, our guys are hurting. You know, it doesn't feel good to win, to lose. But like you said, there's a lot of positives to take away from it and a lot of learning experiences, and I know I've said that before, but the Eastern Washington game was very encouraging. Again, a very good team, without question. Win or lose after we play these teams, you're going to hear me give them the respect that they need, and that's going to be an Eastern Washington team that's going to be at the 20 to 25 win plateau at the end of the year. They're very, very talented. They have great versatility, but our guys really fought. You know, we put Ronnie Beeman into the starting lineup. I can't praise Ronnie enough for what he does. Ronnie is he really just embodies that trust factor, and I really love what he brings to us. You know, he's going to be tough. He's going to defend. He's going to rebound. He's going to talk. He's going to have a fantastic attitude. And so he really gave us a spark at the beginning of the game. And you know, we did dig a little bit of a hole. We got down 15 in the first half, and a part of that was Ronnie picked up 2 fouls. He had to sit, and the same thing with Xavier Moon. So I think we were down 9 at halftime. We fought our way back, and you know, I don't think enough can be said for, you know, Miguel Dicent played 45 minutes. You know, is that too many minutes? Absolutely, without question, and I know that. But our team really needed him. I needed him to do that, and he really stepped up. I mean, 11 points, 13 assists, and really just controlled the game. Came up with 2 or 3 steals, big-time rebounds. He led our group. He got us where we needed to be. And then when, you know, in the second half, we just fought, and I kept telling the guys, we got 4 minutes every time out. Let's chip away. We're not going to do it in the first 4 minutes. We're not going to erase a 9-point deficit. Let's get it to 7. Let's get it to 4, something like that. And we did, and we just kept believing, and we had our chances. We had our chances at the end. We had some shots that we executed, and we got the look we wanted. We didn't make them. That's all right. We'll get there. We'll work on that, and then you know, right there at the end of the ball game. But the number one thing is our kids fought, and they scrapped, and they believed in one another. They pushed in one another, and even the guys that didn't play or didn't play as much, they played a huge role, because when you're on the road in that type of environment, that's all you have. And we had a terrific bench that game.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll look at highlights from the Eagles game with East Tennessee State University here at Johnson Arena on Saturday afternoon. That's next on Inside Morehead State Basketball.
The team that wants to be here, the team that's like juiced up, ready to go, they don't care what time it is the team that comes out and wins. You understand that? So you come out and prove who you are, come out with great energy, fight, enthusiasm, play for your team, play for those people you all looked me in the eye and said you play for every single day. You got that? Most of all, play for each other. Everybody got that? Everybody else.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, baby. Hey, this day one, man. Let's win it. Trust on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Here we go.
Right elbow off to Marrero. Puts it to the deck, drives to the lane, turns to his right, left-hand scoop, it's in. Around the left, Merriweather with 20 on the shot clock. Wide left, Cromer fades and fires a 3 and drains it. Morehead State works the offense after the inbound. Walker toward the right side. Moon out for a 3. Slips. Coming left, Moon to the left block, to the right block, to Harris, put up block. Rico Marrero has it, reverse layup, it's in off the back of the rim. Another ETSU rebound, Jerkin to Payne to Cromer, right angle, alley-oop and slammed down by Burrell. Morehead State could use a timeout. ETSU man-to-man. Moon to his left off the bidding pick. Around left to Henson. Diamond open for three. Swish! Big shot there by the freshman toward the corner inbounding Moon. To the hash and Dicent, back to the corner Moon. Down the baseline, 18-footer, got it. To the right corner, Payne. Payne moves in, backs up, three-pointer, miss at the shot clock. Rebound Moon, 3-on-2 Morehead. Moon all the way coast to coast. The left-handed scoop off the glass and yes. Xavier with 9. That was pretty right there. Passes it back out to Harris to the right hash and Dicent. Miguel on the move to his left. The three, swish! And Miguel with 5, and Morehead State trying to fight back in the ball game. Now within 15. 20 on the shot clock as Miguel to his right looks, left corner Moon. Down the baseline comes the X-Man. Stripped away, ball knocked away. Harris comes up with it, left side, 18-footer, yes! Back to Dicent, wheels it to his left, bounce left corner. Henson for 3, off the iron, no, flying for the rebound. Henson, Harris has it, taken away, 3 seconds to go. Here comes Glass on Dicent to the hole, he'll drive, lay it up and in. As the horn goes, they'll count the hoop. Tough turn of events there. Now it's tapped away, baseline left, Dicent has it. Long clear left sideline to Moon, steps into a 17-footer, yes! Xavier Moon with 13 points. Moon driving on Bradford, to his right, to his left. Free throw line, jumper, left it short. Fight for the rebound, Harris had it. Back to Moon, high right. To the near side, Harris sets his feet. 3, yes! And that's what Lamontre can do for you. Long gives him space. Dicent, high left, looks for help. Around the right to Beeman. Ronnie will drive, take it in with the right-hand scoop. It'll rattle and go. Count the bucket, and he got a foul. He'll get a free throw. Out to Moon, around the left. Dicent starts in, backs upside, outside the arc. Left block extended, Marrero drives, reverse slam, got it! 74-63, ETSU. Dicent, right wing, penetrates, right corner. There's Walker for 3, yes! Walker with 5. Moon into Harris. Harris at midcourt will launch it from there and missed it wide left. And the game's over. Final score, East Tennessee State 78, Morehead State 68.
Welcome back to Inside Morehead State Basketball. This week's Eagle Profile is featuring one of our favorites here in the community, our junior guard, Miguel Dicent. Miguel has been here with us. He's the only one of 2 3-year players that we have on this team who have been here the entire time. And just want to spend some time, Miguel, talking about your experience here, talk about yourself, your teammates, and just let the community know a little bit about you. But first of all, let's talk about how has this season been for you, and where do you see it going forward?
Obviously, we've been struggling a little bit since we haven't been winning a lot of games, but I still believe that we can do it. And, you know, the most important thing is that we having fun playing with each other every day, coming to practice, you know, ready to go. And I still believe we're going to get ready for what we want, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, and I tell you, just to give everyone a little bit of insight, Miguel is he really does a good job of helping me and the rest of our staff keep a pulse on the team. He's very candid. He's very honest about how they're feeling, physically, emotionally, all those types of things. And you know, I just keep reiterating to our guys that this is their team, and very specifically, this is very much Miguel's team. Even though he's not a senior, he has more experience here than anyone else. He's been through 2 really good seasons already, and you know, we have a lot left to play for. With 20 games left, we haven't even touched an OVC conference game yet, which is really the most important part, as you guys all know. And so we're really leaning on Miguel with our guys that haven't been here to know how important that is. He's been a part of a season that non-conference wasn't that successful, and we were able to get it going into conference play and end up with a very good year. Miguel, something that a lot of Eagle fans out there have seen you go through is your experience with the Dominican national team. Kind of talk about what does that mean for you to be able to go home every summer and represent your country and play basketball?
That's amazing for me. It's a great feeling, just knowing that you're representing your country and going over there and kind of like show what you learn throughout the year here in Morehead, practicing every day. But it's something that it's really special as a player to be able to represent your country, like I say, and that's another feeling, especially for my family. They're really proud when they see you with the Dominican national jersey or whatever. So
Miguel, if you could just what has been special to you in being here in Morehead State the past 3 years? If you could just, what sticks out to you about this place?
It's the people. I think the way everybody treat me, and I never felt like I miss home a lot, but this guy did a good job, keeping me on their side, supporting me every time, and I just feel like I have a family here. My teammates, the coaching staff, it's been really nice, so I really appreciate that from all of y'all.
Well, you certainly do have a family here, and it's a big family that wants to see you succeed. So with that, we'll be right back with Inside Morehead State Basketball.
Welcome back to Inside Morehead State Basketball on this Sunday afternoon on the CW Lexington alongside interim basketball coach Preston Spradlin. I'm David Patrick in Preston. We talked about in the first segment of the show the difficult month that it's been with the suspension and the resignation of Coach Woods and everything that's come along with it. Everybody needs a great support system. You have a great support system here at Morehead State University, whether it's the administration, the assistant coaches, athletics director Brian Hutchinson, all down the line. But you also have to have a good support system at home. And I know you and your wife, Misty, are very close, and she played a major role in helping you get through this and helping us get to where we are now.
Without question. I don't think enough could be said for my family as a whole, and especially her. She's really been terrific through all of this, and she's like my rock. She keeps me pretty grounded. She doesn't hold anything back. She's pretty honest with me. She may say, "Hey, what you said was pretty corny. You need to think before you say something like that," or. She's very honest with me.
She must be related to my wife. I have no question.
Hey, that means they love you when they're being honest with you. And but I tell you, you're right. You're 100% right. And we approach this thing like a family. My family's around a lot, which to me is important. Anyone who knows our recruiting conversations, sure. We talk a lot about our families because for me it's important that we recruit good kids to come here. Absolutely. And they've got to be good people because we do have a great small town here. We have a great community. And our kids are very involved in that. So we can't hide you if you're into something else. And so we're very upfront with our being family oriented. My son, he's 4.5. He knows every player. He knows their names, their jersey numbers, their free throw routines. Every time the other team's shooting a free throw, he screams "miss it" to the top of his lungs. He and I play one-on-one at home every night, no matter how tired I am, and he pretends to be a different Morehead State player, which is just, to me, is great, and I see it in our guys. It's fun for them to be around. Coach Tillman has his boys around all the time and all of our wives, and it makes it really nice that you have that support system, and I don't think we would be able to get there without all of us, especially as coaches and everyone involved in this, would have that support system.
You mentioned Bentley. When we visited Lakeside Christian Academy and read to the students, you were asking the students, you were trying to introduce the players to the students. Well, Bentley was introducing the players for you, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, he kind of stole the thunder there from me, but he knows these guys and he loves them. I think Miguel was in the classroom with us. He really loves Miguel, and Miguel's a long way from home.
Sure.
And so in a lot of ways, he's a big part of our family, and Bentley's like his little brother, and I just can't say enough about all of our guys and how involved they are in the community and in other people's lives outside of basketball, because this thing's bigger than basketball.
It's been a tough month, but time to move forward, and I know I speak for Coach Spradlin to Eagle fans. Thank you for your support. These kids deserve your support. They deserve your backsides to be in the seats here in Johnson Arena and cheering and supporting and vocal. They deserve that, and in order for this basketball team to get where it needs to be, we need that support. And I'm just so thankful to Eagle Nation for what you do and the support for these kids. Thank you so much for watching this week Inside Morehead State Basketball. And on behalf of the interim coach, Preston Spradlin, I'm David Patrick. We will see you next Sunday afternoon right here on the CW Lexington for Inside Morehead State Basketball.
Inside Morehead State Basketball was brought to you by Jack Rowe Insurance, your independent agent serving all your insurance needs. The Citizens Bank of Morehead, the home of totally free checking. Larry Fannin Chevrolet Buick and GMC. Richard White Wood Products, a premier exporter of Kentucky hardwoods worldwide. Lakeside Christian Academy, located on US 60 West in Morehead. Educating for eternity. Visit us online at lakesidechristianacademy.org. Standifer Builders Paving and Sealing of West Liberty. Professional work at low prices. That's how we roll. The Tim Short Auto Group. Take the short drive to satisfaction. Northcutt & Son Home for Funerals. Serving others as we would like to be served. The Ira Kilburn Law Office. Commercial Bank of West Liberty, where friendliness prevails. By J.W. Wood and Quality Staves in Wallingford, and by U.S. Bank. All of us serving you.